So hi out there in FlossTube land, this is Tina Frazier coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Today is Sunday, November 24th at approximately 8:50 p.m. Eastern Time. Hi everybody, I'm back. So like the last 2 or 3 weeks I've been kind of absent since my cross-stitching Camp Goddess Stitch adventure the first weekend in November. As you know, I flew out to California November 8th to help my mom pack and move out back to Ohio to be with me. My mom and I, we packed up her house. We got everything packed up. On the 13th, I loaded our moving truck with the rest of the stuff that the movers didn't take on the 12th when they came to pack up our house. And we headed out on the 14th, and we made it home to Ohio on Monday the 18th. So we've been spending all this last week kind of hanging out at home, getting her used to the area, getting her a little acclimated to the weather, because it is different here in Ohio than it is out in California, and just kind of getting her situated. That is a spider. I was wondering what that was. Sorry, you guys. But just kind of getting her situated here in Ohio, and to a little bit acclimated to some of the places that Dylan and I, my husband and I, like to shop and eat at. So yeah, it's been pretty fun. It's been a busy couple of weeks. I really haven't done a whole lot. I do have some stitchy updates for you though. So I will start off with that one. All right. So as you know, November 2nd, 3rd, and 4th was Camp Goddess Stitch, which is my local needlework shop's stitching retreat that they host up in Amish country, Ohio every year around this time. And while I was there, I finished the hands-on design, Year of Celebrations November. I did get it fully finished, so I have an interesting little story about this finish, but I will tell you here in a minute. So I have this, and how I finished it, as you know, I'm sticking these on a metallic little sign, and I've got it magnetized on here. So when we were at Hobby Lobby, we went to Hobby Lobby Friday night, and I found scrapbooking paper that I wanted to use for that I thought I might want to use for the Thanksgiving thing. Now, the scrapbooking paper I found actually turned out to be pretty perfect for this because it has blue in it. And November, I will show you the finish here. No, the word November in this piece is blue. It's not like the charcoal or coal color that a lot of the other words in the other 11 pieces or 10 pieces that I've done are. So this is actually in a blue color. So I found this. So this is how I finished November. This is scrapbooking paper, and you can see the leaves are blue. And this is more scrapbook paper. So I picked the scrapbook paper up, and basically what I did is I wrapped my metallic board with the scrapbook paper. And then, so this square isn't attached. It's just held on by the magnets that are on the back of my thing. So, little story about the finishing. So normally what I do is, I have, I think, 9 by 9 inch pieces of the linen that I've stitched these on. And so I have a kind of a story about this too that I'll go into. But anyway, the pieces of these are stitched on a 9 by 9 piece of fabric, and I can't remember the color. I think I used the color that was called for all 12. It's the same color for all 12 for the fabric. But anyway, normally I'd take a 6 inch by 6 inch quilting square. You know, one of these clear quilting squares. This one's a triangular one, but I have these, and I lay it down, kind of center it over the stitch part, and I cut away the excess, and then wrap it around the Dick Blick board here. The Blicks. These are 4x4 little hard cardboard canvases, and then I use double-sided sticky tape and wrap the fabric best I can around it, and try and center it on the board. Then I attach magnets, and then I just kind of go on to my little sticky thing. Well, I didn't realize that I grabbed a 4.5 inch by 4.5 inch square instead of my normal 6 by 6 inch square. So when I cut the fabric for this, if you see, there's not much overlap on the back, hardly at all. That's where the fabric ends. Normally the fabric comes up to here because I have like 2 inches, like, or at least an inch. So yeah, I didn't have much to work with. So in the future, if I decide that I want to redo these, I'm gonna have to probably restitch this one because I might not have enough fabric left over because I messed up. But you can't really tell on the front that I messed up. Looks just fine. So yeah, there you have it. So anyway, this hangs up on my wall in my living room, next to my kind of next to my TV. So this will be out for another couple days. I finished this last night. I didn't have time to finish it before I left for California, so I finished it last night. So this will be hanging up until I get December finished. I have not started December yet. I'm going to start it probably in the next couple of days. I'm going to work on it through Thanksgiving. Hopefully I can get it finished next weekend, get it fully finished, and get it up by Sunday the 1st. But I don't know if that'll happen. So anyway, November is finished and it's hanging up. So have an FFO. Ding! Alright. So while I was on my trip to in California and in the moving vehicle when I wasn't driving, I had taken my little baggie here of Mill Hill kits that I have started. And the one that I worked on was this one. This is the Enchanted Pumpkin. Mill Hill 14-1821 is the Enchanted Pumpkin. I don't believe I took a before picture. And I just dropped my needle minder on the floor. Yay me. There it is. And my needle is gone too. Yay me. So alright, so I'm going to have to find the needle later. The needle that was on it. This was the needle minder that I have on it. This is just one of those little shrinky-dink kits that I colored and put a magnet on the back of. Little shrinky-dink kits. I think I got the little kit at Michael's. You can get those little like Halloween crafty kit type things. But yeah. So that was my needle minder. So yeah, I made quite a bit of progress. So what is this? I made quite a bit of progress on it. Oh, that's the back. You don't want to see the back. Yep, that's the front. So I had some of this side here done. I didn't have any of this dark orange. So I did the dark orange. I filled in this corner, and I've actually finished the lightest orange that goes in the pumpkin. And I filled in a lot of the medium orange here. I have to kind of go up and around. And then I did some of the dark orange stuff. I can work on this in the moving truck, so that's kind of what I did. I wanted something fairly easy that I could take with me and see the holes really easy. And this worked pretty well in the truck. I mean, I probably worked a couple hours in the movie truck on it, you know, kind of in and out of dozing off. But that's where I got on the Enchanted Pumpkin. This is really the only thing I worked on my entire trip in California because I was so busy doing some other stuff. So yeah, that's what I got. All right. Just gonna put that back in here along with the pattern. Okay. All right. Let me double check in here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That was the only thing I really worked on in California. So I can go back in here. Alright. Put this off to the side. Okay. So, since I've been home, the other thing I worked on, this is my WIPs. was I pulled out my Tiny Modernist Words to Live By. So I don't know if this is the most recent pattern copy that I have for you, but this is what Tiny Modernist Words to Live. No, it's not. There's been a couple released since then. This is the Tiny Modernist Words to Live By. So I am like way behind because I only have a little bit of the frame up in here done and a little bit of the rainbow that's up in this first square up here. So where I started from, I only had some of the white frame done in this corner, and I stitched more on the white frame to completely enclose this first box here, and then I started on the rainbow this week. So I am working on the when it rains, look for rainbows. When it is dark, look for stars. Square. So it's the first square on that. And I wrote down somewhere what my fabric choice was. I don't know where I have it in here. So I do have it written down somewhere, what my fabric choice was. I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's kind of on a deep midnight purple, purplish, bluish purple. So here we go. This is all I have stitched. But I wanted to get some of the white border finished. And I've parked this white thread down here, but I wanted to get some of the white border finished so I can start on this square up here. And I think I'm just going to go square by square by square, because by the time I get down to the squares that haven't been published yet, like I think this is one of them, you know, they'll all be out. So this is Tiny Modernist Words to Live By. I actually did make a little bit of progress on it this week since I've been home. I only worked on it for like 3 nights this week, so haven't done any stitching in the last couple of days, just been kind of busy. So this is Tiny Modernist Words to Live By. Okay, so that is really the only progress I've made on my stitching. I am also in the Crazy Annie's Picture This Plus Fabric of the Month Club for this year. I did not make the cut. I did not make the cutoff for next year's Fabric of the Month Club, so I unfortunately have been locked out of that, which is kind of a good thing because I can use the $47 on something else. And I have a stash of fabric. So this last week I actually did receive my next installment of the Picture This Plus Fabric of the Month. I have opened the package already. So this week's colors were pewter, or this month's colors were pewter. It's a very nice kind of grayish, greenish, lightly mottled fabric. You might not be able to see the color really well, but it's got a nice modeling to it. And then this next one is really pretty. This is called Meyer. This one is pewter by Picture This Plus. And this one is called Meyer. Meyer, Picture This Plus. And this is kind of a green with a dark gray model to it. It's really pretty. Yeah, it's really pretty. I've been wanting to start something on this Picture This Plus fabric, so hopefully I have the was it Country Cottage Needleworks Snow Village series coming, and I've picked out one of my fabrics from Picture This Plus Fabric of the Month by Crazy Annie's for that piece. So hopefully I'll be getting started on that sometime in December. That's going to be a new start for me. But anyway, the Fabric of the Month Club is closed, but if you want to learn about it, this is where you can learn about it. Crazy Annie Stitchin', Fabric of the Month. Okay. So I did get my fabric of the month. All right. All right. So let me tell a real quick story. So when my mom and I were packing up to travel back to Ohio from California, a little stitchy story time interlude. We rented our moving truck from Penske because it gave us the best deal. They had unlimited mileage. We were going to be traveling about 2,500 miles one way, and they gave us the best deal price-wise on renting the truck. We tried U-Haul. U-Haul gave us a blanket price, but it was 40 cents per mile on top of the blanket price, which would have pushed it probably closer to $4,000 by the time we were all said and done. So we ended up going with Penske because they had unlimited mileage, and it was a little over half that price. So yeah, we ended up with Penske, and anyway, we were packing the truck, and my mom was going to take the early shifts driving, and I was going to take the late shifts driving so I could drive at night. She didn't think she would really care for driving a truck at night. So my plan was to, take the afternoon shift into the evening, but I was going to have something in the cab with me to stitch on. So that's why I picked the Mill Hill kit, the Enchanted Pumpkin, because, you can see the holes real easy and everything like that. So I have this little sewing pouch here, and as you can see, it's got pens. You can see there's a pair of scissors right here. It's got needles, and I have some sulky thread in here. I have some thread magic. I have a bone folder type of thing. It just has all kinds of stuff. I have a stitch counter and stuff, another pair of scissors, a bunch of my needle sets, and everything like that. So I have this little teeny pouch. And then I have my other stitching bag that has my projects in it. So this is technically my project bag. It is stuffed with a couple of kits. It has my eyeglasses, some threads and stuff in it. This was my stitchy kit. So I had these two little pouches up in the front cab with me. This pouch was a little too big to fit in the glove box. This one fit in the glove box. So, in the glove box, in the console between the two chairs, two seats in the truck, we had a cooler in there with us. It was really kind of cool. I put this in the glove box so it wouldn't get under a seat, it wouldn't get underfoot, it wouldn't slide anywhere. I could easily reach it because it has scissors and stuff like that in it. There's some needle minders. This is my laying tool, needle threaders, scissors. It has everything in it. Just a hodgepodge of stitchy stuff. And it also has my doolally in it, which is the thread hider that you can't get anymore. Anyway, so I had this in the glove box. Sunday night was going to be our last night on the road. We only had about 325 miles or so to drive on Monday. So I had taken this out of the glove box, taken it into our hotel room just outside of Greenville, Illinois. That's where we were staying on Sunday night. And the cool thing is behind the hotel was a bison farm. So we actually got to sit and eat breakfast in the hotel little breakfast area and look at the bison in the back of the hotel. That was really kind of cool. I didn't know they even had buffalo ranchers or bison ranchers in Illinois. That was really cool. So I took a couple pictures of that. Oh yeah, and I will probably be inserting some pictures from our trip at the end of the video. So just keep watching that, all right? Anyway, so back to the story. So I had taken this out of the truck Sunday night, taken it into the hotel room because I wasn't sure. We kind of stopped a little early on Sunday because we didn't have very much farther to go on Monday. I was hoping for 500 miles a day, but we kind of pushed through that and we got to where we needed to go a lot quicker than we expected. But anyway, I'd taken this into the hotel room with me Sunday night. And my goal was to put it in my laptop bag. And my laptop bag went into the back of the truck. Because every night we stopped at a hotel. I unlocked the back of the truck because our luggage and everything was in the back with the rest of the moving stuff, because our moving truck was only a quarter full. It wasn't super full at all with stuff that Mom didn't have the movers take. So we were able to keep all our luggage in the back and just open up the back, pull out our luggage, and get into the hotel rooms for the night that we were on the road. But anyway, I was going to put this in my laptop bag along with my stitchy thing, because, you know, I was like, well, okay. We only have 320 some odd miles to go, and I wasn't sure that I was even going to stitch. So I was going to leave my stitchy bag with my projects in it, the other one, and this little pouch in my laptop bag. So I knew where it was at, and it was going to be put in the back of the truck, locked up with everything else. And so I went to bed, got up that morning. Got up Monday morning, and I went to put this inside my laptop bag. I went to put my laptop bag in the back of the truck. And I decided right before I was going to lock up the back of the truck that, you know what, I'm just going to take my stitching out and take my little bag out, put it in the cab of the truck just in case I wanted to stitch while my mom was driving the early part of the morning. You know, just kind of take my mind off of finally getting back home. So I popped this back in the glove box of the moving truck. Okay. You might be able to guess where this is going. But anyway. So we get home Monday afternoon. And, you know, I unloaded a few of the things out of the back of the truck. We unloaded the cab as much as it could. I met my husband and a friend of ours for her birthday dinner at a local Mexican restaurant. We had a nice time. Then we got home, and my husband and I spent the next couple of hours late that night, like between 9 and 11 o'clock that night, unloading the rest of the truck of all the stuff. Mom had a time to take it back to Home Depot where we rented it, where we said we were going to deliver the truck to here in Columbus by about 2 p.m. on Tuesday. So we had to have it back at Home Depot by 2 p.m. on Tuesday. So my husband and I spent a couple hours Monday night just completely unloading the truck. We just plopped everything into the kitchen and into the living room and just kind of wherever random. And got everything out of the cab of the truck. And went to bed. You know, kind of tired. I was wore out. We'd been on the road. Tuesday, you know, my mom and I double checked everything. Everything was fine. We went to Home Depot. We dropped off the truck. We dropped it off by like 11 o'clock in the morning. So we were well within the 2 p.m. drop-off time. Went home. Home Depot closes at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock, I start searching and searching and searching for this because I wanted to work on my tiny modernist words to live by. And I needed my laying tool and my scissors, and I couldn't find a needle. Guess what was still in the moving truck? It was still in the glove box in the moving truck. I was heartsick. I was about on the verge of tears because there's 2 pairs of scissors in here with 2 little beaded fobs on them. The 2 pairs of scissors are worth about $40 with the beaded fobs. $50, okay, to replace. $50, just 2 pairs of scissors with beaded fobs. There's my doololly in here. Those of you that have been around cross stitching for several years kind of know what a doololly, might know what a doololly is. Back probably 15, 20 years ago, there was a lady who had a company called, I think it was Mardina Enterprises. I will take it out for you. So, Mardina Enterprises, patent pending. She came up with this tool that everybody had way back then. It's called My Favorite Doololly. My Favorite Doololly. And it was this little teeny needle or thread hider. It was in 2 parts. 20 years ago, this needle threader was $19. So, sad thing about this is, her husband and her were on her way to market, probably about 15 years ago now. They were on their way to market in Nashville, on their way. She has a heart attack and dies. Doolollies are no longer available. This was in this, which was in the glove box in the moving truck at Home Depot. Priceless, you guys. I was heartsick. I was so heartsick. But I was also kind of heartsick because if you remember, I had gotten this pair of scissors at Camp Got a Stitch. This was the peacock scissor fob that they gave out to everybody at camp. But I had gotten these pairs of scissors for donating the glass wort jars. These are really nice pairs of scissors. Yeah. Yeah, I was heartsick with everything that I was in. I was on the verge of tears on Tuesday night. So Wednesday morning, my husband wakes me up. He nudges me awake about 7 o'clock in the morning. He goes, Home Depot's open, give him a call. Well, I ended up calling the Penske office instead of Home Depot because we technically rented the truck from Penske, even though we got it at Home Depot. So I called up the Penske office, and they looked up my mom's reservation for the truck. They found it, and they said, unfortunately, your truck was picked up at the Home Depot yesterday afternoon because a company rented it out. And I was like, oh God, it's not going to be there. It's not going to be there. So he said, well, what we'll do is I will give you a call back in the next 10 or 15 minutes. I will give the company that rented the truck a call, see if they can get in touch with the driver of their truck, and see if they have if the pouch is still in there, and we will see what we can do about getting it back. Unfortunately, they're not due to return the truck. This was Wednesday morning. They're not due to return the truck until Thursday afternoon. So he goes, let me give them a call and see what they say. So he calls me back about 10 or 15 minutes later. He says, great news. The owner of the company is actually the one driving the truck. He said he looked in the glove box and saw the pouch in there. He just kind of left it alone. He will keep an eye on it for you and make sure that nobody takes it out of there. And he will make sure that it gets back to us tomorrow when they return the truck. We will call you Thursday when it gets here and let you know you can come pick it up. I picked it up Friday afternoon because by the time they called me Thursday, I didn't have a chance to drive out there and go pick it up because we were already kind of in the middle of running errands. So I went Friday and I got my bag back, you guys. So long story short, make sure you get everything out. But also, if things are really important to you, keep track of them. But if you're ever going to rent a moving truck or any kind of truck for hauling things, rent it from Penske, you guys. Their customer service is completely outstanding. The gentleman that I spoke to on the phone, his name is Kyle. He was so calm and so down to earth, and he just asked the right questions. He put me at ease. He just said, we'll do everything we can to try and get it back to you. Just let us know. So I gave him a description. I said it was a little white mesh pouch that has a bunch of sewing supplies in it. That's how I described it. He's like, so sewing supplies, that's like needles and scissors and stuff. There's a couple of pens in there and stuff like that. Okay, we'll keep an eye out. When we get it, we'll give you a call. So he called me on Thursday afternoon to tell me that I could come pick it up. So, a little stitchy story about my pouch. If you're ever going to rent anything, go to Penske, okay? I highly recommend them. Our experience with them has been really great. It's probably the best thing that my mom did was rent from Penske. So, if you guys are ever in the mood or in the need for getting a rental truck for any kind of situation, go with Penske. Penske's where it's at. I would probably recommend Penske over U-Haul any given day now, just because of the customer service and the fact that I got my stitchy bag back. So that's my little story, my little moving story. All right. So in the last couple of days, I have some stuff. I got the new issue of Cross Stitch Gold that came in the mail this week. Cross Stitch Gold. It says Christmas is coming. I haven't had a chance to really dig deep in it. The snowman on the cover is really cute. There's just some Christmas things. These are cute. The little birdies in the tree bows with the winter cranberries or winter berries. Treasured memories, decorating the Christmas tree. It's not really my aesthetic. It's kind of like I don't know what that is. This one was really cute. This is a Doreen Jones pattern. This is Christmas is Coming. It's an advent calendar. It's really cute, you guys. I may actually just stitch this motif. Yeah, it's really cute. Because you could easily shrink the border up. But it's really cute. I liked that. Doreen Jones has quite a few pieces in here. Or a couple of pieces in here anyway. This one was really cute. This is another Doreen Jones. This is Welcome Christmas. That's really, really cute. Stinking cute. Yeah. I'm becoming more and more of a fan of Doreen Jones. Her stuff is growing on me a lot. It's really cute. I like cute. But I just wasn't sure I liked her cute. Here's the one that was on the cover. Holiday Romance. So, this one is by Carol Thornton. So yeah, that's what you got. And then you got Cupids. This one, this isn't something I would do. This is by Jenny Barton. It's Cupids. Definitely not my aesthetic. It's cute. Somebody might like it. Alright, so I did get Cross Stitch Gold. One of the other things that's not stitchy or diamond painting related that I picked up at the store this week, I thought this was cute. Mystery Colors. Christmas. Color by number. And discover the magic. Mystery Colors. Look at this, you guys. These are cute. So, look at this. So you color by number based on the colors on the bottom. And it makes a picture. Cute. I haven't started this yet. Probably going to start it this week. Might end up taking it to work. We'll see. But yeah. Oh, here's another picture. I don't know what this one's going to be. They're kind of hard to pick out. There is a color code in the back, what it is. But yeah, so that's really cute. I have that new. Alright. So, I went to my local needlework shop yesterday. I stopped in at Cross My Heart because they had advertised on their website. I've been wanting to try a Biscornu for quite a while, but I thought about getting into the Biscornu of the Month by one of the designers, one of the popular designers, and I haven't been really liking the Biscornu patterns that they've been coming up with. But Cross My Heart had advertised on their Facebook page this Turkey Biscornu, and it was really cute. It's by Designs by Lisa. It's Turkey Biscornu, counted cross stitch pattern DBL C223. Look at that turkey. Look at him. He's so cute. So I have a Turkey Biscornu. This one uses sampler threads. There's a lot of sampler threads. But yeah, look at that turkey. He's cute. So now I have a Biscornu that I have to make. The turkey is really cute. So this is going to be my first Biscornu. And also while I was in there, they had the Santa's Farm, Hands-On Design Santa's Farm, the chalkboard one. Whatever that new one is with the Santas and the, Santa Farm or whatever. And I was looking at that and I kind of wanted that. But while I was there, I saw this one instead. Hands-On Design Cool Yule. So I was like, oh, that'd be a really quick stitch. So, yeah. This one uses sulky threads. So then I was looking. Oh, look, they have a packet of sulky threads, right? This is for Cranberry Christmas, which I also picked up. I wasn't going to stitch it. I wanted the 3 colors in here They go with Cool Yule. But this is a Cranberry Christmas pack, which is all the colors to do Cranberry Christmas. So I bought Cranberry Christmas so I could justify buying the thread pack for Cranberry Christmas, which has the 3 colors for Cool Yule in it. And then because I had Cool Yule, and now I had the threads, I bought the chalkboard fabric. This is 32 count linen, because I like 32 count. This is 32 count linen chalkboard. It's a 13.5 by 18 piece. This is chalkboard. 13.5 by 18 piece of chalkboard. So I'm going to have more than enough to stitch Cool Yule. And I may have more than enough to stitch one of the others when I buy the Santa pattern. But this is going to be for Cool Yule. And I believe it uses, let me turn it this way, it uses this green, this white, and this red, I believe. So there you go. That'll be starting soon. This is going to be my first pattern for using sulky thread. So I'm actually really excited for doing that. Put my pattern in with this so I know what this is for right off the bat. So that was my haul from my local needle workshop. So we have that. Alright, and that was all I got from the local needle workshop. So my local needle workshop is offering Finish It Wednesdays. So these are some of the finishing classes that are coming up across my heart. They have felt ornament finishing on December 4th. They have berries and pillows on December 14th. And they have hoops on December 21st. All the finishing classes that you could ever hope for. And how to contact them is at the top. Also, they're having a Beat Ishigan and Shop Saul stitch in Saturday, November 30th. Cross My Heart encourages you to shop small. So they're having a this coming Saturday from 10:30 to 4. Cost $10. Will include snacks and ciders. First 20 customers with a $50 purchase or more will get a surprise gift certificate to use during the month of December, and will gift wrap any stitching projects you have for free. So here's information on their Shop Small Saturday, November 30th. It's coming up this coming weekend. I don't know that I'll go, because I think we might be busy. But if you're interested, you can call 614-442-0820 to register. Beat Michigan and Shop Small Stitching. Okay? Alrighty. So I think that is all the stitchy goodness I have. And I think that is it. Let me check my notes. Checking my notes. Okay. Yep. So in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be working on some stitchy plans for 2020, kind of what I need to finish, what I need to work on, my plans, maybe getting into some Stitch Mania type stuff. Other than that, I really don't have anything else going on. Just kind of settling in, just trying to get things organized, get back into working. I've been out of work for the last 2 weeks. Just trying to get everything kind of taken care of, and yeah. So anyway, that's all I got for you this week. I hope you've enjoyed my little stitchy update. No real plans coming up. I'm going to try and do these about once a week. We'll see how it goes. You know, it's going to be crazy this next month or so because we'll be dealing with winter, the holidays, and everything like that. But yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be my first Thanksgiving in a long time I'm spending with my mom. She's settling in really nice. Hopefully you guys might get to see her in a couple of videos. She doesn't really cross-stitch much. I did teach her probably about 10 or 12 years ago. She hasn't really been doing it a whole lot. She crochets and knits more than she does cross stitch, so I might still have her on as like a guest. She's kind of still a little camera shy. She's not used to being on camera, and I don't know that she necessarily wants to be, but hopefully she'll let me bring her on as a guest sometime soon, especially since we're gonna be looking for a new house. So my location here in Columbus, Ohio is gonna change. You're gonna see different locations. I am in my craft room. It's a mess. You can see behind me there's votive candles there for my candle of the month that I currently get. Kind of show you around here. If you watch my diamond painting video, you just saw my diamond painting things. There's 4 diamond paintings hanging right there. More votive candles. There's my diamond painting. You can see yarn, cross stitch stuff, all kinds of stuff all over in here. So my craft room is a little messy. We're going to be going through it in the next month or two, because we're going to be prepping to move. We're going to be buying a new house with my mom, and all 3 of us are going to live together. So anyway, it'll be fun. So I don't really know what my upload rate is going to be, but anyway, I hope you've gotten something out of this. Thank you so much for subscribing and liking my videos and coming to watch. I hope you get something out of this, and hopefully you know, you found something that kind of piques your interest. If you have any comments or questions, please feel free to leave them below. I will do my best to respond to the best of my ability. And, you know, just know that I appreciate every one of you. I hope you guys, because I probably won't see you until after Thanksgiving, I hope you guys all have a happy Thanksgiving. We're spending it with my mom for the first time in a long time, and we're going over to some friend's house, so that'll be fun. I'm hoping to get the Hands-On Design Year of Celebrations December started and hopefully finish this week. And other than that, I really don't have any stitching plans. I have a little bit of diamond painting plans, but that's on my diamond painting video, so you'll have to watch that to get some more information about that. Oh, one of the things I wanted to show you. So this has been in my stash for quite a while. I may pull this out in the next couple of weeks and start on this. This is a collector's edition holiday ornament kit. I've had this forever. Probably at least 10 years. One of the little stars just fell out. But yeah, this is a kit. It has the floss, the fabric, you know, everything in it. It's really cute. It's a little Santa. I don't know if I'll finish it this way or not, but it comes like this. And I don't even remember how much I paid for it, to be honest with you. This was purchased a long time ago. $2,000. So this is like 18 years old, you guys. This was copyright 2000. It's 18 years old. So yeah, I'm probably going to be pulling this out at some point in time to start this. But anyway, that's all I got for you. So in the meantime, until my next upload, I hope you guys have a very happy Thanksgiving. And hopefully I'll be able to get pictures of our move from Ohio, some of the pictures I took along the way from our move from Ohio to California. Or from California to Ohio at the end of the video. So keep on keeping on, because that's all we can do. And until my next video, I will talk to you soon. Happy stitching, everybody. I hope you guys get all your Thanksgiving stuff done, and if you decorate for Christmas this coming weekend, I hope you get all your decorating done. I'd love to see pictures. I don't know how much decorating we're going to do. We'll do a little. It just kind of depends on how we feel and kind of what the weather's like. I got to get my mom used to Ohio weather. It's a lot different than California. So anyway, talk to you soon. Take care. Bye now. So hi everybody, it's me again. Just a really quick interlude. I had kind of forgotten that I kind of wanted to talk about this. So you know, like a few weeks ago, I purchased this little Dimensions red truck kit at the Big Joann's here in town, and it has the hoop, the finishing hoop, and the floss and the Ada and everything. I kind of want to experiment with dyeing fabric. Kind of want to experiment with dyeing fabric, but I'd like to model it, so I'm going to crinkle it up and put it in a pickle jar. Carla, being crafty, she recently did a kind of a tutorial type side video on how she has been hand dyeing her fabric. And so what I think I might do is just take the Aida out of here. Today when I was at AC Moore, I picked up dark green RIT dye because I think I want to kind of dye the fabric in this dark green. It's Aida. I think it'll help soften the Aida, and it'll make the Aida a little more pleasant for me to work on. I've been stitching on linen for at least 20 years. There aren't too many projects that I've done recently on Aida, and I'm going to try and get myself back into using Aida as a viable piece of fabric. But all the Aida that I have is white or cream, and I kind of want to start sprucing up my fabric a little bit. So I bought this bottle of RIT dye today, and hopefully I'm going to use Carla Bean Crafty's little tutorial for scrunching it in a pickle jar. I have a pickle jar finally emptied that I'm going to use. Hopefully it doesn't get thrown out. And dye my fabric for this. So be watching in another video coming up soon. I may have already dyed the fabric, and this one of the goals this week actually is to dye my fabric for this this piece this week, so I can get it started. So be looking for this little video on my, or some pictures. Anyway, that being said, thank you again for listening to my video. Hope you've liked this little additional interlude. We'll see you soon. Until next time, take care and happy stitching. Bye now.